Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?
Hey there guys and gals, would you kindly watch here again? Today bringing you another Pokemon X and Y tutorial. This time I'm showing where you can get and how to evolve every Pokemon in the first part of the Pokedex, aka Central Kalos Pokedex. I'll also be explaining where to get each Mega Evolution Stone for the Pokemon in this part of the Pokedex that can Mega Evolve. I'll be going in the same order that the Pokedex goes in, so it should be easy to follow. Please excuse any mispronunciations, I'm not perfect. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so the first Pokemon is Chespin, and the only way to get it is to either trade with someone or pick it from the beginning from Professor Sycamore. Chespin evolves at level 16 to become Quilladin. Quilladin evolves at level 36 to become Chesnaught. Next is Fennekin. Fennekin evolves at 16 to become Braixen. Braixen evolves at 36 to become Delphox. Then we have Froakie, who evolves at 16 to become Frogadier, and Frogadier evolves at 36 to become Greninja. Alright, that's it for the new starters, and the only way to get those again is through Professor Sycamore when you choose it in the beginning or by trading with someone. Alright, next we have Bunnelby, which evolves at level 20 to become Diggersby. Then Zigzagoon, that evolves at level 20 to become Linoone. Next, we have a new Pokemon named Fletchling, which evolves at level 17 to become Fletchender. At 35, Fletchender evolves to become Talonflame. Next, we have Pidgey, who evolves at level 18 to become Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto evolves at 36 to become Pidgeot. Next, another new one is Scatterbug, who evolves at level 9 to become Spupa. At level 12, Spupa evolves into Vivillon. Next is Caterpie, who evolves at level 7 to become Metapod. Metapod evolves at level 10 to become Butterfree. Next we have Weedle, who at level 7 evolves into Kakuna. Kakuna at level 10 evolves into Beedrill. And then we have Pansage, which when you use a Leaf Stone becomes Simisage. Then we have Pansear, which when you use a Firestone becomes Simisear. Then you have Panpour, which when you use a Water Stone becomes Simipour. And after that you have Pichu, which you can only get by breeding with 2 Pikachus. You don't need any incense or anything, just breed your Pikachus, or it should work with the Ditto as well, and you get a Pichu. Next, this is Pikachu, and where you find him, or if you have a Pichu and you want to spend the time, you can get the Pichu's happiness up and get a Pikachu. Then, once you have a Pikachu, use a Thunderstone, and you get a Raichu. Next is Bidoof, which evolves at level 15 into Bibarel. After that is Dunsparce. Then Azurill, which you can catch, and if you want, get the happiness up to be Marill, or you can also catch Marill. Marill evolves at level 18 to Azumarill. Alright, next is Burmy, which you can find, or where I found anyways, was by my berry trees had a Pokemon in it, and one of them happened to be Burmy. And at 20, if it's female, Burmy evolves into a Wormadam, and the color depends on where you evolve it at. If you evolve it in a building, it's pink. If you evolve it in grass, it's green. And there's one other that I can't recall, but yeah. And if it's a male, at level 20, it will become a Mothim. Alright, next you have Surskit. I haven't found an actual Surskit in the game, but what I did find was a Masquerain, and I just bred the Masquerain to get a Surskit, and Surskit evolves at level 22. Next is a Magikarp, which at level 20 becomes Gyarados. And Gyarados actually has a Mega Evolution, and the item you need is Gyarados, and after you beat the game, you can find Gyarados in Corway Town. After that, it's Corphish, which evolves at level 30 to become Crawdaunt. Next is Goldeen, which evolves at 33 to become Seeking. After that, it's Carvanha, which evolves at 30 to become Sharpedo. After that, you have Litleo, which, if it's a male, it'll become the male version at 35, and if it's a female, it'll become the female version at 35. Next we have Psyduck, which evolves at level 33 to become Golduck. Then we have Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd doesn't evolve. Next we have Riolu, which evolves during the daytime if its happiness is high enough, into Lucario. You also get a Lucario later in the game after you beat that lady in this tower. I can't remember exactly what it's called, sorry. But also, Lucario has a Mega Evolution that is accessed with Lucarionite, and you get that for free with the free Lucario that you get. Next is Ralts, who at level 20 evolves into Kirlia, and if Kirlia is a female, then at level 30, it'll evolve into Gardevoir, and if it's a male, you use a Dawnstone, and it becomes a Gallade. Gardevoir has a Mega Evolution, and you need Gardevoirite, and to get that, you have to go to Cafe Soleil and trade for a Ralts that'll have it, but you can only do that after you beat the game. And Cafe Soleil is in Lumos City, so. Next, we have Flabébé, and Flabébé evolves at level 19 into a Floette, and Floette evolves with a Shiny Stone to become Florges. After that, we have Badoo, which will evolve with happiness at daytime, and it becomes a Rosalia, and Rosalia needs a Shiny Stone to become a Roserade. Next is Leddyba, which evolves at 18 into Ledian. After that, it's Combee, which, if it's a female, it will evolve into Vespiquen at 21. Then there's Skitty, who evolves with a Moonstone into Delcatty. And then now we're to the Kanto starters, which you can only get through Professor Sycamore, and you get to choose one, and they all have Mega Evolutions, which the Pokemon will come with the stone that you need to Mega Evolve them, or if you trade to get one and it doesn't have a stone, you can buy the Mega Evolution Stone at the Stone Emporium in Lumos City again, but that's after you beat the game. So, first is Bulbasaur, who evolves at level 16 into Ivysaur. Ivysaur then evolves at 32 into Venusaur, and Venusaur's Mega Evolution Stone is Venusaurite. After Venusaur, we have Charmander, who evolves at level 16 into a Charmeleon, and Charmeleon evolves at 36 into a Charizard. Now, Charizard's Mega Evolutions differ between which game you have, Pokemon Y or X. There's a Mega Charizard X and a Y, and its item is called Charizardite Y, Charizardite X. Next is Squirtle, who at 16 evolves into a Wartortle, and at 36, Wartortle evolves into Blastoise, and Blastoise's Mega Evolution Stone is called Blastoisinite. Blastoisinite? Something like that. Next is Skiddo, which is a new Pokemon, who evolves at 32 into Gogoat. Alright, then after that, we have another new one, which is Pancham, who evolves at level 32 if you have a dark Pokemon in your party, and he evolves into a Pangoro. After that, we have another new one, which is Furfrou, and you can actually groom them and change their hair and stuff in Lumos City, but he doesn't evolve. Then we have Doduo, which at 31 evolves into Dodrio. After that, we have Plusle and Minun, which come in groups. So go to the area on the map, and I would recommend using Honey so that you get more hordes to come to you, because I've never found one just by itself. I've only found them in groups. Next is Gulpin, who evolves at level 26 into Swalot. After that, we have Scraggy, which evolves at level 39 into Scrafty. Then we have Abra, which at level 16 evolves into Kadabra, and Kadabra can only evolve via trading, and that will get you an Alakazam. And Alakazam has a Mega Evolution, and to get him to do that, you need to find the Alakazite, and you find this stone in the Reflecting Cave after beating the game. Next, you have Oddish, which evolves at level 21 into a Gloom, and if you use a Leaf Stone on Gloom, you'll get a Vileplume, and if you use a Sunstone on Gloom, you'll get a Blossom. After Blossom, you have Sentret, which at level 15 evolves into a Furret. After that is Nincada, which evolves at level 20 into a Ninjask. But make sure if you're going to evolve them that you have an empty spot in your party and an extra Pokeball in your bag, because if you do, when Nincada evolves into Ninjask, you will also get a Shedinja in your party. After that, we have Esper, which evolves at level 25 into Meowstic. After that, we have Kecleon, who doesn't evolve. Then we have another new one, Honedge, which at level 35 evolves into a Doublade. If you use a Dusk Stone on Doublade, it will evolve into a Aegislash. And then next we have a Venipede, which is actually in the bushes. And you have to like run up on them. They're on the side. It's like the straight path to the big mansion, and there's bushes on the side, and you want to run past them, and then Pokemon will pop out, and that's where you find a Venipede. And at level 22, Venipede evolves into a Whirlipede, and at level 30, Whirlipede evolves into a Scolipede. Next is Audino, which has no evolution, and this Pokemon is also in the bushes before you go into the giant mansion. Next is a Smeargle. He has no evolution. After that is Krogunk, which evolves at level 37 into a Toxicroak. Next is Ducklet, which at 35 evolves into Swanna. This next one is a Pokemon Y exclusive. It's called Spritzee, and I don't have Pokemon Y, but I looked it up, and apparently they are on Route 7. So just go on there and you should be able to find one. And to get its evolution, Aromatisse, you have to trade the Spritzee while it's holding a sachet, the item sachet. Alright, after that is a Swirlix, which is a Pokemon X exclusive. And to get that, you have to trade it while holding the Whipped Dream item. And when you do that, you will get a Slurpuff. After Slurpuff, you get a Volbeat. He has no evolution, but he has sort of like a brother Pokemon, which is a Loomis. After that is Hoppip, who evolves at level 18 into Skiploom. Skiploom evolves at 27 into Jumpluff. After that is Munchlax, which you can only get through breeding, and you have to breed a Snorlax, but it has to be holding a Lax Incent. And you get the Incent at this little cart in Coumarine City, and it's the part before you take the monorail. After that is Snorlax, which you encounter blocking the road, as per usual. Next is a Whismur, which at level 20 evolves into a Loudred, and at 40 Loudred evolves into an Exploud. Then we have Meditite, which at 37 evolves into a Medicham. After that, you have Zubat, which evolves at 22 into Golbat, and if you get Golbat's happiness up, it will evolve into a Crobat. After that is Axew, which at 38 evolves into a Fracture, and at 48 Fracture evolves into a Haxorus, which is the last Pokemon in this Pokedex. Alright guys and gals, that's it for this video. I hope it helped you. Right now I'm working on the Coastal Kalos Pokedex, and I have about 60 Pokemon left to go, so after I complete it, I'll make another video similar to this one. If you enjoyed, would you kindly give me a like or subscribe, and as always, I'm Would You Kindly Watch. Later!